What's going on, beautiful people of YouTube? This is Renebean, and welcome to the Game Room and to another episode of live video game hunting. For those of you who don't know, this is that series where I show you all the cool stuff I've gotten through about the past week or so, through yard sales, garage sales, flea markets. I go to thrift stores like Goodwill and Salvation Army, and I use apps like LetGo, OfferUp, Craigslist, Facebook, whatever I can use to get my hands on some awesome games at excellent prices. As always, make sure you stick through to the end of the video, because not only do I go over everything on a one-on-one level, as well as anything you did not see on camera, but I also announced the winner to the weekly contest giveaway. And since we missed last week's video, it's only fair that I announce two winners this go-around. If you want to be entered, the rules are super simple. Obviously, just be subscribed to the channel, hit that like button, it helps these videos out tremendously. Leave a comment down below, hopefully something positive. If you want a little extra credit, share this video so other people can see these awesome finds. You know it was inevitable that this was going to happen as the season is dying down. If you don't see a Sunday video, just don't be nervous about it. There's probably going to be one the week after that. It's inevitable that this is going to happen. That it's just getting harder to find stuff as it's getting colder on my side of the globe. But just keep in mind, I'm still hunting for you guys, and if you don't see a video that week, stay tuned next week. And of course, I got other awesome content on my channel, so make sure you check out all that. If you follow my Life of a Gamer vlog series, you'll probably get little insider tidbits of stuff that I do find. But anyways, links to everything is in the description below. Instagram, eBay store, Twitch channel. I've been playing the hell out of the Evil Within 2. Awesome game. Check me out on Twitch if you want to watch me play that. Very cool. But other than that, that's it. That's all I got to say to you out there. I'm super excited about the stuff that we found here. I hope you are too. So I want you all to sit back and relax. Let's check out this awesome live footage. Alright everybody, welcome back to another episode. As always, I hope everybody had a fantastic week of hunting. If you found anything cool, let me know in the comments below. I love hearing the stuff that you guys find out there. But anyways, here we are at the flea market, and you see we are at one of the guys that you see in a lot of my pickup videos. He always has something interesting for me to look at. This go around, he had two NES consoles, a couple aftermarket power bricks, and this really cool Super Mario backpack. Now, it's kind of out of frame, but I do pick up this copy of Rage Racer for the PlayStation 1. Unfortunately, all it had was a demo disc inside, but he ended up throwing it in for this bundle deal at the end anyways. Now, he does mention that there were some other games that he had in a bin off to the side over here. I go over here and check it out, and unfortunately, it was just basically garbage. Nothing in there that I needed or that I could flip, so I ignore it and come back to my two NES consoles because I didn't want anyone else to come upon them and try to take them from under me, which I wouldn't have allowed anyways. But anyways, I got two consoles here. I got the backpack. In the bag, there was only a copy of Xavius. I'm not sure how you pronounce that. Power bricks, two aftermarket power bricks, and the RF switches for the consoles. Now, the pins were super loose, but of course I'm going to refurbish these things before I sell them, and Christmas is coming up, so I'm super excited about getting a bunch of these consoles pumped out. But this guy is just super fun to haggle with. I love talking with him every time. Me and him become, somewhat of friends over the past few years, and like I said, I always try to make it a point to stop, talk with him, and if I can, buy something, because I know it helps him out. He wanted $40 for all this, a little bit too high for me, so I ended up picking everything up for $30, which of course I'm going to haggle down. I think I said like $20 initially, and then we settled on $30. So, I mean, that's not a bad deal. $30 for two NES consoles. I got the backpack. I got the copy of Rage Racer for the PS1, even though it does not have the right disc in there. Maybe I might come across it. And then he had a ColecoVision game of Donkey Kong that he threw in as well. Nothing crazy special, but $30 for all this. Whenever I have my refurbished consoles, I sell them locally for $60 anyway, so it'll be a good deal. He knows that I resell a lot of the stuff that I buy from him, but he's cool like that. He buys this stuff in storage units. He's just wanting to make his money back and profit off of it. He doesn't mind. I'm completely honest with him, and I'll tell him if something's going into my collection or if I'm going to sell it. He knows what the deal is. So what I'll do, like a lot of you know, is I'll take these NESs and I'll open them up, clean them out, refurbish them completely, bend the pins, polish them, disable the lockout chip, make these things perform like they should. I think our local retro store around here, they charge $60 for just a bare console, non-refurbished. And I think that's horse ass. So what I do is I charge $60 for a refurbished console, and I'll pair it with a Mario game or two, all the hookups and a controller, of course. I mean, I think that's more than fair for an hour's worth of my time for the console, and you're going to have a very good working machine. And that's what people need. You don't need to be sitting there huffing and puffing on these games to get them to work, because you got to keep in mind, anybody who wants to play this stuff, you got a little age on you anyways. We don't need heart attacks out there from trying to get damn copies of Gyromite to play, man. So I refurbish them, I make them play good, and I think it's worth the price. And usually I let people shekel me down somewhere between $50 and $60, but not bad. So it was only a matter of time that I was going to pick one of these up, and I just wanted to wait until I found one complete in box in very good condition. And that's this DJ Hero. I see these things all the time at thrift stores or other yard sales and flea markets, but it's always just like the unit, just a little turntable. It's never in this nice, pretty box. And I picked this up for $5 because I knew that at one point I was going to have this for the collection, and this I felt was the perfect time to get it. I don't know what it is about these music-based games. You know, the first one that I ever played was Donkey Kong. Absolutely addicting, and I loved it. And then you had like Guitar Hero and Rock Band and all that. They're very fun to play. I know I'll probably end up trying this thing out just to see what it's about. The box was gorgeous. Game was in excellent condition. $5 for this pickup. I was very happy about it. It was the only one that I found that day when it came to yard sales. It was kind of rainy and muggy, but I was happy about the pickup and finally got this thing out of the way. So here I am at a very big church sale, and church sales are hit or miss for me because sometimes I either have like really good luck or no luck. And here I have some pretty decent luck. I come across this stack full of PS3 games just sitting on the floor, unpicked through. This place opened at 8. They did not allow people to come in early, which was good for me because these games have already been picked through. And I come across 3 titles here that I ended up picking up for $7 with this really cool Beavis and Butthead hat you're going to see. So you see I get this Atlas title, Dragon's Crown. Always pick up your Atlas games because a lot of times you're usually worth something. Picked it up, as well as Way of the Samurai 3, which I was unsure about. I knew that the previous 2 titles were worth a little bit. I'm glad I picked this one up because it turns out it was too. And then I also got a copy of Ninja Gaiden Sigma, which I just never heard of. Paid $7 for all 3 of those games, plus this really cool Beavis and Butthead hat. It was a pretty good pickup. Like I said, it's always hit or miss for me at these church sales, simply because a lot of times it's usually just a bunch of old ladies in there slinging them mason jars. But I got lucky this go around, and I was really happy about this Beavis and Butthead hat. It was not true vintage, but for $7, I think she wanted $1 for it, and I just threw it in with the bundle deal here, and I was really happy about it. It's a pretty cool hat. Alright, so here's the disclaimer. This is a toy find right here. As it's getting later in the season and harder for me to get this footage to show you guys out there, I figure why not show you some of these awesome toy finds that I get. I thought that I was just going to have a separate video of nothing but toy finds, but I don't find them as often enough to really justify a video. So I figure why not throw them in these videos. You can hate me for it, you can like it. I know I got a bunch of subscribers out there who are toy heads, but one of the main reasons that I want to show these finds here or there is because you guys teach me so much when it comes to these things, because I don't know really anything about toys, but I knew that I had something special here, so I want you to enjoy this one. I got every toy that you see me pick up for $1 a piece. So anytime you come across 90s and 80s sealed, toys, obviously it's a good deal. So I figured, a lot of you out there would want to see this right here, and this was a really cool find. I was very excited about this. So what caught my eye initially were these really, really cool Toxic Crusaders figures. I thought those were just absolutely awesome. I don't collect toys. I've never been one for them. Of course, I grew up with toys, but, my focus as a kid was video games. And as I've gotten older, to hell, I barely remember anything toy-wise when it comes to, what I had growing up. So to kind of relearn all this stuff now, it's awesome because there's so much stuff that I miss that you guys are all like, hey, you should have picked that up. And now that I'm learning about it, I'm having fun with it. There's some toys out there that I'm definitely seeking. And what was really funny about this sale is you heard me say that I've been to this yard sale before. I don't know what episode of live video game hunting it would be early on, but I get to this yard sale and I asked them if they had video games, and they pull out like some Atari games, and like they're in the doorway trying to look this stuff up on eBay. And I did end up getting a really good deal from them before they kind of really knew the pricing of the stuff that they were selling, and it wasn't like anything crazy, I'm not sheckling the hell out of them, but they were trying to almost charge eBay prices for the stuff that they had, and which was surprising when I got to this sale, because I picked up one toy and I said, well, how much are these toys? And she says they're all different prices, and I was like, oh shit, this ain't going to be good at all. And then she said, well, that one's $1, and that's when I knew it was going to be a hell of a shekel deal right here, and it turns out it was excellent. And the icing on the cake for all this is another vehicle pulled up, and the person inside it was another hunter who specifically hunted toys, because he got there and his eyes just ballooned out. It was awesome. It's always good when you can get to something first. I know a lot of you out there have been in situations where you walk up on someone who's digging through a box of stuff that you would have wanted. And he's like, how much is she charging you for all those? And I said $1 a piece, and I heard him say, wow, and I knew that it was a good find. I apologize that this is not something you want to see. You can always fast forward it, but I'm sure there's lots of things here that I left that people are going to be like, you should have picked that up, you should have picked that up, and that's kind of what it's about. I'm learning from you out there, and I know that I got some toy nuts out there who would just love to see a pickup like this. So every now and then on these live videos, you may see a toy find, at least during the slow season until we get back to, springtime where it's just all video games, all day. So here I am at another yard sale where nothing was out, no video games at all. But of course I ask, and he has some 360 games, and I collect for the 360, so I look through them to see if there's anything that I needed, and I do come across a few games that I did not have. And it was kind of funny as I pulled up to this sale because, I give him the list of the stuff that I'm looking for, and when he said 360, she said, well, we got a baby now, and he needs to get rid of all this stuff anyways. He doesn't play it. It just sits in the corner. And I run across this situation all the time where the significant other wants, the other person to just get rid of all this shit. It's just accumulating. They got other priorities, and you can use that as a haggling tool. So whenever you're actually getting down to the actual pricing of everything, be jokingly about it and have a good time and say, well, didn't you say that they needed to sell all this stuff and they don't need it? And you just kind of bring it back up, and you'll find that usually helps the situation. So I do end up getting 5 games from this lot. I got Unreal Tournament, which I did not have, Transformers, which I did not have, and Ninja Gaiden 2. You see I only picked up 4 initially because I asked them the price, and boy, they were contemplating. They had no idea what to charge for this. I don't like paying that much for 360 games. They are getting very cheap. There's only a few that are really worth a lot of money. I did pick up Call of Duty Black Ops 1 and 2 because I will sell those and recoup the $20 that I spent for these games. I initially said 15. They wanted 30 for these games. That was way too much for me. And then I said, I'll be willing to give you 15. And we settled on 20, which was fair for everybody, I think. And it's more than I wanted to pay. But like I said, I'll sell the Call of Duty games, and I will make that $20 I spent. And I'll get those 3 games for free. And that's what it's about. I'm adding games to my collection, putting in the the time and effort, and that's all it takes. It's not hard to do. You just got to put the time and effort to do it. Not every deal and every pickup that you will have is going to be just extremely excellent to where you make, hundreds of dollars extra and you're keeping, bunches of games. My collection did not grow from those types of deals. Now, of course, I've come across them, but majority of my collection is grown from just simple pickups like this to where I'm able to, sell what I do not need and keep what I do not have. And if I'm not breaking even, I'm profiting. And I'm able to add more to my collection. Each time you profit, you're able to put more into your collection, more into your hunting, and that's how you grow a huge collection. And a lot of people just simply do not understand that. This was a very cool side of the road sale. It was humongous, and it's just a freestyle for us. And I'll always check your boxes with DVDs in there. Right on top, I get this copy of Zack and Wiki for the Wii. And then I come across 2 other games. They only wanted $1 a piece for them, which was excellent price for Wii games. Because, a lot of them are just shovelware titles. And believe it or not, this copy of Gunslingers that you see me pick up, it's like a $20 game. It's weird. Some of the Wii titles are, that they can be worth quite a bit. And I pick them up anyways because I love collecting Wii titles. And it's a system I doubt I would ever get anywhere near to completing, but I want to get as many of them as I can. I don't know what type of addiction you could classify mine as when it comes to collecting shovelware, bloatware, crappy Wii titles, but I love it, man. And there's so many on that system. They're just absolutely a trip to just sit there and look at them and just be like, what the hell is this shit? So $3 and 3 Wii games, I'm happy about it. I do not mind paying $1 for a Wii game. Alright, so here we are with the final pickup of the week, and I will classify it as my favorite pickup of the week, even though it's such a bittersweet pickup, and you're going to see why. This was a freestyle stop, and it had a really funny sign that said, "This is the yard sale that you've been looking for." It was just funny, you know. I love when people get creative with their yard sale signs, and you'll see all sorts of things on it. Mike Tyson, you know, say like yard sale and all that. I love that type of stuff. And I come across this yard sale, and right on the table you see they had a whole bunch of Xbox games, 360 games, nothing of which I needed. And that bit of advice that I always give you out there is wear your video game t-shirts. I had my Luigi shirt on there. It's very recognizable. It's funny, I'll get to a yard sale and, you know, the wife will be all like, "Oh, I love your Mario shirt." And the husband's all like, "That's Luigi. Why the hell did I marry you?" And, but anyways, you know, I got that shirt and this guy's all like, "Oh, you got a cool shirt." And I say, "You know, I happen to be looking for older games." And, you know, I give him the list and, you know, he's got that twinkle in his eye. He knows that he's got something. He calls for backup and he's all like, "You know, we got that, you know, Super Nintendo and stuff in there. Is there anything that you're looking for particularly?" And I was like, "Well, if there's anything you do not want, I can make you an offer on it." You know, that's a very good bit of advice that I can give you people out there is wear your video game shirts. It has helped me tremendously, and a lot of times it's an icebreaker. So before you even ask anything about video games, they're already talking to you about them. Oh, and like I always tell you, there is no better sight in the world than someone bringing a huge box of games out to you. That is just such a good feeling. And look at this. Oh my goodness, tell me if that does not just look absolutely awesome. Now, what's going to make this bittersweet about this pickup is you are going to see there is some amazing titles that he has in his stack of games right here. And what was really bad about it is one game in particularly that you're going to see me pick up is one that I've been looking for such a long time. I have vowed that I will never play this game until I get it. And there it is, Chrono Trigger on the SNES. Now keep in mind, I'm trying to act cool and cat. I'm not trying to be like, "Oh my god, I just found Chrono Trigger out in the wild." You'll look like an idiot. You'll give yourself away. But man, Chrono Trigger. And what was bad about it, and I completely understand where this guy's coming from. And what I said to him is I said, "Well, what do you want to keep so that while I'm looking, I'm not, you know, I'm not picking up anything that you're just going to take back?" And he said all the Squaresoft games. And right then and there, I was like, "Son of a bitch." But I completely understand. Now, keep in mind, I tried my best to say, "Hey, man, I will, you know," I offered him a good bit of money for, you know, certain titles, obviously, but he just did not want to come up off of them. But I do end up getting some good games here. Just damn it, I did not get Chrono Trigger, man. I thought this was going to be the day that I come across it. But this guy, I mean, he was sentimentally attached to these games, and he, you know, he said, "You could offer me $100 for Chrono Trigger, and I will not take it." And he's like, "My old save files are on there. I want to play this stuff again." He said it's only in this box because we moved. I was extremely grateful that he even went inside and pulled this stuff out. You know, I'm not going to hound him or pressure him and be like, "Man, you need to sell it to me," and all this. You know, I offered a couple times. I said, is there anything we can work out?" He said no, and I left it aside. I'm not going to pressure him anymore. I'm going to try to, you know, make the best of this situation. And like I said, I ended up getting some good stuff. Just, I didn't get Chrono Trigger, son of a bitch. I will play that game one day. I do not want to play it on, you know, I don't want to play a remake. I don't want to play it, you know, on an emulator. I want to play the original Super Nintendo version. I know a lot of people are all like, "You need to play the PlayStation 1 version. It's got cutscenes and all this. It's better." But for whatever reason, I don't know why, but I want to play that. The first time that I play that game needs to be on a Super Nintendo, on my big-ass beanbag, laid out. I think that's just going to be awesome. And one day I will. I just was not today. And damn it, I was pissed about it. But at the same time, it was still a good pickup. Now you'll see here he's going through all the games and pulling out everything that he doesn't mind selling, and you see he's keeping a lot of the good stuff. He keeps all his Zeldas, of course. I can't blame him for that. I mean, these are awesome games right here. He's got great taste, and he wants to hold on to this stuff and play it. I can't hate him at all for it. Like I said, I was super grateful that he decided to bring all this stuff out and let me look at it. He also pulls out this Super Nintendo that it was extremely yellowed on top. He's like, "I got two of them. I could sell you this one extra." And, you know, I thought about it at first. I didn't know what he was going to, because keep in mind, I didn't know the pricing of any of this stuff. I had no idea what he was going to charge me for anything. I'm still trying to get over the fact that I was not going to walk out of there with Chrono Trigger. So like I said, I'm still happy. I mean, this is still awesome to look through and go through. And I didn't know if he had any other games hiding around in here. You can see he's got this Nintendo Power sticker on this N64 controller. And at first, for whatever reason, I thought it was the actual, Nintendo Power controller. Was it the 100th, whatever it is? I have no idea. And but it's just a sticker, and he had all consoles down. He had 64, NES. He was a Nintendo person. I can't blame him for that. Nintendo's an excellent company. But we get I started to make a stack. I'm trying to formulate everything that I would want in one pile, and I did grab that trilogy. And my dumbass left Super Mario World. I don't know why. He had two. He's like, oh, I got two of these. You can have one. And it's a great bundler, but for whatever reason, I covered it up with Turok and I left it. But you live and you learn. I'm only discovering this now as I'm watching the footage and wondering where the hell that game was because I thought I picked it up. They didn't have any NES games, too. You see me checking. I always check inside an NES system because a lot of times you're going to find like Super Mario 3 or something. I always find that game inside of a console. But he had no NES games. He said he had no idea where they were. But now this is where I was getting nervous because I got this stack. You see, I got the Super Nintendo, Mortal Kombat Trilogy, and, the stack of games that he was willing to sell that I was, wanting to buy. And he's all like, well, I don't know how much any of this stuff is worth. Let me check it out on my phone. And right then and there, I was like, oh, this sale's going to be a bust. He said that, well, a Super Nintendo in this condition, or in good condition, sells for like $100. And I was like, oh, shit, he's looking at some terrible listing on eBay. And he's like, well, in this condition, I'll sell it to you for like $35. There's no way I'm going to buy a yellowed Super Nintendo for that price. So I was like, well, how about just for these games? The Super Nintendo I do not need. And I do got some pretty good titles in here. I got ActRaiser, Joe and Mac, Mortal Kombat Trilogy, Donkey Kong, all that. And he's like, I don't know how much any of these games are worth. I don't want to look them up. He's like, I'll just charge you one price for all the games. And I think he initially said like $5 or something. And all I had on me was $26. Well, hell, it was 26 or 27. That's all the money that I had left. I was like, man, here's this amount. Do you want it? He's like, yeah, that's fine. And that was cool. It was a good pickup. It was bittersweet. Like I said, at least it's the first time that I actually seen Chrono Trigger in the wild. So I mean, the games are out there. I will come across it hopefully one day. But to pick to pick these awesome titles up, there was one that I did not have, and the rest were label upgrades. I'm happy with $26 is obviously a great deal for this pickup. It was the final pickup of the week. It was a good way to end it. It could have been a lot better, but hey. This happens to a lot of people. I'm sure it's happened to you. If you've had a situation where you come across something that you just were not able to get, let me know because we could at least feel bad together. But I was still happy about it. It was a good pickup. All right, I hope you enjoyed all that awesome live footage. Just like always, we're going to go over everything here on a one-on-one level. If I can remember anything about it, I'll tell you. If not, we're just going to kind of zoom through it because it's never in any particular order because it gets scattered all the way around. But anyways, what is first? This is very cool. Miss Renebean picked this up for $7.99. An excellent piece. I don't know if I'm going to have room for my game room for it, but it's going somewhere. And that is it. She got this at Ross, and you can see there's a sticker for it. $7.99. Let me take this stuff off, but look at this. Super Mario Brothers 3 3D. Like, oh, this is so cool. This looks absolutely gorgeous. $8 for that. That is very awesome. This thing is very high quality, which is weird because I didn't know that like Nintendo had anything to do with Ross. But I don't know if they still have these. I asked her if there was like any others, like any other video games. But that's still cool for $8. That is excellent decoration right there. Very cool pickup from Miss Renebean. She always surprises me with little things like that. Let's see. No particular order on this stuff. We got this, first time I ever seen this complete in box. I had to pick one up because I knew I was going to get one eventually. The DJ Hero for the Wii. The thing's in great condition. I might get ballsy one day and actually try this thing. I paid $5 for it. I think that's a good deal, honestly. I don't know. I've seen, I see these things loose all the time. I would never pick that thing up loose. It looks good in the box. I want to say they probably made one for like the 360s. I can't remember. $5 for that. It's going in my Wii collection. The Wii collection's getting bigger, so that's cool. $5 for that. I'm okay with that. Let's see. Well, I got this for free. I don't know if I don't think this would be on the live pickup. I stopped at a yard sale, and of course I'm gonna ask them, you got any video games, and give them the list. And they don't know what the hell I'm talking about. And she says, well, I got this. And she just gave it to me. It's for an Xbox, I'm pretty sure, because it's got the dongle style thing. It's missing the wheel and all that, but it's free. I mean, hell, I don't know what the hell I'm going to do with it. One hell of a doorstop, I guess. It was free. Come on. Let's see here. Let's save that one. I will save that one for last. It's more or less the best one of the week. I paid $7 for this hat. It's not a real vintage hat. This one came out in 2012, but it's still cool. I love Beavis and Butthead, man. Got every episode on DVD, collector's edition, all that. Hey, baby, that's cool. That's awesome. I don't wear hats. I'm probably going to have to soon enough, but I like that. I think that's cool. But anyways, for $7, I got that, and I got these 3 games. These 3 games are pretty damn good. Dragon's Crown for the PlayStation 3. It's an Atlas game. Always look out for your Atlas games. Way of the Samurai 3. I remember that the Way of the Samurai, what do I got that shit? Yeah, the 1 and 2, they're typically worth something as well, so that's made me pick that one up. And then I've never heard of this one, which is Ninja Gaiden Sigma. So I picked all that, $7 for that lot. That was an excellent deal right there. I was very happy about that. Let's see. So much randomness. For $2, or no, what was it? Yeah, it's for $3 because I picked all 3 of these up. I got these 3 Wii games, one of which I probably shouldn't have got. Zack and Wiki, I did not have it, so that's cool. I don't mind paying $1 for a Wii game that I did not have. It's a Capcom game too. This is actually worth more than I thought. It's like 20 bucks. Gunslingers for the Wii, I paid $1 for it. I mean, that's cool. And I thought this was like original, like only on the Wii. This is why I picked up when that CSI crime scene investigation failed conspiracy. It's not. I'll bundle it with something, hopefully get it out of here. $1 a piece for all that was an excellent deal. Now this is like what I paid the most for. I didn't feel great about this pickup, but I didn't feel bad. It's more than I wanted to pay for these games, but it's not terrible. I paid $20 for all 5 of these 360 games, and my comfortable zone with a 360 game is like $2, but I'll be able to sell the 2 games, make my money back, and be able to keep 2 games, which is the way it is, and the other ones is going to be profit, I guess. But we got what I did not have, which was Unreal Tournament U for the 360. The 2 that I will sell, always pick these up if you can, and that's Call of Duty Black Ops and Black Ops 2. That should give me my money back. Honestly, the prices on this, I can't remember where it's at. But that should get my money back. And then one that I did not have, which was Ninja Gaiden 2, and it has the cardboard sleeve. I love when they have the cardboard sleeve. It makes it look so much better. And another one that I did not have, I'm pretty sure if I don't, it's profit, and that's Transformers Revenge of the Fallen. So $20 for all that, a little bit high, but not terrible. Let's see. Let's go over these toys here. I want to do a quick rundown, and like you probably heard me say in the live footage, toys aren't going to be a big part of this series. Obviously, it's all video game related. I got a lot of toy heads out there. I thought about doing a separate episode for just toys, but I don't come across them enough. And since it's getting later in the season, and it's getting harder for me to get these finds. Might as well just throw them all in one video. If you don't like it, I'm sorry. If you love it, that's great. And I need to learn about this stuff, and you guys teach me a lot. But anyways, I knew this was a good deal. You would have been dumb not to think it was a good deal. I paid $1 a piece for all these sealed toys. They're all from the 90s, a few from the 80s. So anyways, these are all the Ghostbusters figures, the real Ghostbusters with Fright features. I don't know shit about toys. I gotta learn. But anyways, we're going to run through them. I'm just going to show you here. Yeah, that's cool. And the reason that I picked these up is because I wanted a few for myself, and then I was worried because she was all like, they're all different prices. She didn't know what the hell she was talking about. When she said $1 a piece, I was like, oh my god, my sheckler hit the North Pole. So I was very happy about that. These are all in very good condition too. I don't know how many's in the series, but it's crazy, like some of these that are selling like 30, 40 bucks on eBay, man. They're all under £1, so it's not like it's going to be priority shipping or anything. You can make a decent box for that and have it first class all the way. I got 2 of these. That's crazy. They're listed for like 30 bucks right now. $1 a piece? Come on, man. And I went to this sale before, and she tried to shekel my ass by looking shit up on her phone, and look what happened. That's cool. Right there. And then there was others. I don't know what the hell these are. Stone protectors. I'm not familiar with them. I grew up with toys, obviously, like every kid did, but my focus was on video games. We had toys, but like growing up, I've probably forgotten everything I've ever learned about a toy. Stone protectors. Let's see. Cool stuff, man, all sealed. And the reason why I actually picked these up, because these are the ones that I was going to keep until I saw everything else. And that was these cool Simpsons ones right here. And these are from the 1990 Mattel. Very cool, Homer Simpson. Look how dumb that is. Oh, Marge, I love your snack treats. What kind of dumb ass shit is that? What's that smell? That old ass packaging. And these right here are by far the coolest. I am very happy about these. It's going to be hard to part with these. And that's the Toxic Crusaders ones. $1 a piece, man. Are you kidding me? Look at that stuff, man. Hopefully y'all toy heads out there, y'all, you know, your little shecklers are going crazy right now looking at this. I think I did good. And since, you know, I'm actually a little late this video, so it's Sunday morning. I went to the flea market. I got another good toy score you're going to be excited about next week. And then look. Very cool. God, I wish I had more room in the game room, but this is just going to go out probably like the living room. I'm going to start decorating that with just random stuff. $1 a piece for all that. Absolutely incredible. Very happy. Let's go ahead and announce the 2 winners to the weekly contest giveaway. I'll still say it's weekly because there's probably going to be a video every week. And if not, we'll just add them up and then throw them in that way. The 2 winners. Number 1, D. Berman. D-E space B-U-R-R-M-A-N. You won. You got $20 store credit to my eBay store. Even though I have not been posting as much as I would like here lately, I've been super busy. A lot of you have been noticing that. Don't worry, I'm going to get back into my groove and start pumping out them listings. And then you also got, this is a cool one, I've seen him comment lots of times, a very awesome person. Pain Drifting, P-A-Y-N-E-D-R-I-F-T-I-N-G. Both y'all are the winners to the weekly contest giveaway. Message me on Instagram if you can. eBay's kind of bitchy about that. Whenever you message anything on eBay, they always think that we're doing like some outside deal. Message me on Instagram. Say, hey, I won that shit. I got $20 store credit. You see a game for 20 bucks, you get it. You see one for 30, you get it for 10. Very simple. Anyways, let's move on. Congratulations if you didn't win it. There's always next time. So make sure you hit that like, comment, be subscribed. All right, for what was it, 30 bucks, I got all this right here. You've seen this guy in a bunch of my previous pickups. Very awesome person. You don't need to see all the cords and controllers. But basically, I got 2 Super Nintendo, or no, wow, 2 NESs. Decent condition, nothing in them. They're gonna need a refurbishing on their pins. So I picked both of those up, and I paid, like I said, $30 for everything. And that has there's two controllers, 2 aftermarket power adapters, and then what it came with also was a copy of Xavius. I don't know how the hell you pronounce that. For whatever reason, he threw this in Donkey Kong. He's like, that game's worth that game ain't worth shit. And Rage Racer, which unfortunately is not in there. It's some demo disc. That happens. Who knows? I might come across the game. And then what really made it special, that was really, really awesome, was this very cool Mario backpack. So $30 for all that. Very cool. I was hoping to find like a stash of like Pokemon games I could shekel in here, but there was none. So, oh well, but $30 for all that, it's getting, you know, close to Christmas, and I'm going to start pumping those consoles out because, you know, like 2-3 weeks before Christmas actually, you know, happens, I'll be selling the shit out of these consoles. That happens every year. Alright, the final pickup, which was a bittersweet, it was a great pickup for me. It was probably my favorite just for the fact of things that I got to see, but it sucked because I didn't get what I wanted. So for $26 or $27, it was all the remaining money that I had in my pocket. I got all these cartridge-based games right here. So we will go over them for $26. Alright, we got Jurassic Park, which ain't worth that much, like $8. Well, we got some upgrades for me too. We got Side Pocket, which I may or may not have, like $10. That's pretty cool. Joe and Mac, which is an upgrade for me, and I'll be able to sell my other one. We got, I don't think I had this, and that's Street Fighter 2 Turbo. Awesome. We got Donkey Kong Country right there. That's pretty cool. Obviously, that's going to sell for like $20. A very good upgrade for me because mine looks like ass. Mortal Kombat Trilogy. And then what made the lot special just for, you know, the price of it, and it's an upgrade, is ActRaiser. So very cool. It sucked because there was freaking Chrono Trigger. You know, there was Secret of Evermore. There were some really good titles, you know, but it's hard dealing with those people who are sentimentally attached. I completely understand that. I can't pressure and be like, man, sell me your childhood. You'll never want this stuff again. But at least he parted with that stuff. $26. It's a great deal, obviously. It's well over worth $100, and there's a bunch of upgrades for me, and there's one game I'm going to be able to keep, and that's always good. That's what it's about. But anyways, guys, that's it for this week. I don't think I have anything else. I'm pretty optimistic we're going to have a video next week for what I found, you know, early this morning. So as long as I get some more stuff and some finds next week, we'll have another video. Don't hate me when you don't see a video on Sunday. Understand, you know, it's dwindling down. The season is dying. I'm going to keep hunting. I'm going to hit the thrift stores harder. So if you don't see a video, there's always the week after. And of course, I got all my other content in between, my blog series, all the other crazy dumb shit I'm going to do. And I'm going to be working on, well, I've been working on it, writing a lot of things for the sucky side of Goodwill and other thrift stores. I want all y'all's help out there. Leave, you know, if you want to leave additional comments, let me know some of the things that you. Obviously, the big deal is the pricing. So pricing aside, let me know some of the sucky things you hate about thrift stores and Goodwills, and it might make it in the videos. Some things I haven't thought about. Those fuckers are pissing me off, and we're going to take them down a notch. But anyways, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, supporting this channel. You guys are awesome. Take care and enjoy the rest of your day.